Yeah. The Goshetsu died. It is very tragic. And, we go do something else now. I don't have the, emotional capability to pay respects to him yet, though. I'm hoping that we eventually learn that. What is that, like the third major character death? I guess, I mean, good for good guys, quote unquote. You all look like shite. Captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? On you go then, sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. It's cause enough for celebration. Those people you're about to see need something to celebrate. I thought they were about to play Pokeball's Cannon for a second.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
First few like note sounds like Pokeball's Cannon.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Rasho. I saw Rashomon recently. It's a good movie. My family was kind of on like a Kurosawa kick. We watched Rashomon, Seven Samurai, and one other, and I don't remember the name of it right now.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Was it Ron? I think it might have been Ron.
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
Yeah, sure. Why not? You're their lord, remember? Stand tall. You're their lord, remember? Stand tall.
This is rather more daunting than I had anticipated. But you are right. I must be strong. Wish me luck.
Your coat is looking quite pixelated, my lord.
We are a sorry lot, are we not?
I did not mean to skip that.
And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand?
On your feet. Rise.
To rise up with me once more, here and now, and begin to rebuild our homeland?
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
The next battlefield. Alphino doing all the way over there. Can I take the port to get there quickly, or? Go swimming here. Sure. Quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer. There are sure to be festivities, in which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. Very well, there are other ways in which we might celebrate. By rejoining the fight for freedom in Garabania, for one. Short though our time here has been, we've all come to regard this land and our people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we will come here to do. We have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire. We must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We do not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? Are you leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? We'll be heading back to the steppe. Yes, the war here is ended, and there is no cause to remain. The Orinir and the Tharl have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue, too, must return to their homes. But we will be back. Doma is in need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken? Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark? No matter, we have plenty to begin on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. The captain never was one for mingling. I'm a private. Give me a song at the tavern and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hyun, nay. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful. Yeah. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the kami speed you on your way until we meet again. Bye-bye. We have liberated the Doman. The Domans liberated. Tasho. Naught remains undone. You ready to depart? We're ready. To Kugane then. Have everything? Good. We will need to weigh anchor before the Sekisegumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my respects to the Old Don. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you, and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. That's gotta be really annoying every time I do that. But it's so fun. We never really did anything with the, like the catfish tribe. Are they, like, entirely optional? Endearing. I'm ingratiating myself with the Twitch chat. I fucking love that word, ingratiate. It just feels good to say. Like, I really, earnestly thank you for introducing it back into my lexicon after not hearing it for years. I feel like that's probably a high school vocabulary word that, like, got pruned out of my brain to remember something useless. Ruby Bazaar. Bazaar rubies. Like, I'm looking for every excuse to say that word. Who's this guy? Kyozunagi, Grim the Shadow. I'm not going to be able to do it after Stormblood because it's going to be a different quest sound. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It is a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock. Though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. They shit on this guy. I thought he was going to betray us at some point, but he never did. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you will be glad to hear that I have already charted passage for you back to Limsa Lamensa. The ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the four of you have boarded. The four of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes, I gave it some thought and realized that even with Doma free, there's still need for women in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I'm not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and a half dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. Tataru's gone full weeb. So go on, go. Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you finish, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2. To be precise, I'll be waiting for you there. She's staying here, so this is like still our base of operations for the expansion, even if we're going back to Garabania. Oh, I don't want to leave this place, though. This area's been so cool. Not just Tengashi, but, like, the Ruby Sea and Othard and Yaksha. It's all cool. It's all cool stuff. First to arrive as always, hopefully the others will not be far behind. Sip.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
Alphino had a hard time breaking off his Higashi love affair.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
I forget they have the braids until they, like, show a profile view.
And what sordid
Oh, I guess-
episode is this, pray tell?
They have different hair bands, but that's about it.
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
Wait, did he actually? Did he actually have something going on here?
Hold that ship.
We're just gonna leave without saying goodbye, weren't you?
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
Yes.
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself? And Gorsetzer.
How... What do you do when the guy with the magic sword that kills everyone shows up, though? They still haven't established anyone that can beat him.
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
Isn't he gonna, like, immediately show up?
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started.
The Viceroy?
You have it in you, Lise. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
Promise?
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Nice. Good jump. What do you actually spend these points on, though? Are they used to activate the games? Is that how you make people explode? I guess it's like a shop, but I don't know how to use it. More costumes. We're learning how this works. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Please don't kill the messenger again.
That woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we'd poured into that hole, and for what?
Yep, gonna kill the messenger again. Have some clippers.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws.
Thanks. Yeah. Big ones too. A baseball game? What kind of baseball game?
I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
How would that work?
Come at the command of the Lord Viceroy.
I forgot about her.
Taken by the Cranier Lupi.
Cranier Lupi. What? Wait, when did this happen?
Xenosier Galvus, I presume.
Cryo?
It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
When did this happen?
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
Yahtzee's weapon. Did they recover that from the castle?
I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Or did they just have multiple? When did they get cryo?
Now, silence that mewling little
Do not. Do not.
Have a sound pass her lips.
Do not.
Until I strip the fat from her.
Do not do that. That's not happening. That's not they're not doing that. Ominous music plays at Limsa Lamenta the lower decks. Somehow Cryo will survive that situation. I would bet on it. Back in ARZ at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left, we're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Wow. I don't want any of this shit. While you were away. Oh, they got cryo. Here we are, home at last. I must say, the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. confused. What is she talking about? What is she referring to? Alpha knows encounter with aliens? What? In spite of all that and more, we return better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with no afraid of Imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and be best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I'm not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? East Aldenwood Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabanya? Aye, the Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, excuse me. We've been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides towards rebuilding their depleted ranks, and even take it upon themselves to attempt some new operations, with mixed results, I'm sorry to say. The complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Cryle Baldesion was taken prisoner. Cryle? Do they know where she's being held? They do not, but your comrades were once informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabanya looking for her as we speak. I don't know why she's William Shatner now. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Cryle taught me better than that. It'd be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castrum Orions. Pray excuse us, Admiral, Lady Yagiri. Bye. Oh my god, it's crowded. This group is always here. What is happening? Every time it's right here. Eleanor Rigby, the Beatles. An endless supply of weirdos. Yeah. There's no shortage, huh? There you are. Have you heard the news? In broad strokes from Admiral Blothiswin. What happened? Cryle and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several others wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arvenwald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos. I will make no excuse, we failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the Skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong in the Echo as Frigo is, of course. Half the time, it's enough to knock me on my arse. But I've taken a dose of concentrated aether. You've walked in Fordola's memories. What did you see? I don't remember this guy at all. A woman promised the world. Education, training, citizenship. All that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order, told her to return with Cryle Baldesion. Alive. Huh? Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Kryl or her current whereabouts. If their orders were to bring Kryl back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past any lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it's up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the Castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Aldin. If you hurry, you could find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Ryugo and I are gonna go and see Conrad like you suggested. You all wait here. Ah yes, I definitely remember who Conrad is. That name rings a bell. Oh my god, look at these bears. You know what, sure. Let's fight some bears. We'll just eat that. It's fine. You know, I started doing this because I thought for a second that the servant recruit right there was a real person and I was like helping someone out, and I'm just now realizing that that's just an NPC and I'm doing this by myself basically. But, you know, whatever. I'm already like halfway through. There's a Leshy here. Can I upgrade my chocobo doll? I have 2 skill points, which is not enough for anything. It takes a long time to level up your chocobo, doesn't it? You really gotta grind that guy. Oh well, if this isn't a pleasant surprise, it fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lise, Ryugo. I'm sure you've heard about Kryl by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. I have no doubt about it that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, yes, and that's good news for Kryl. I'd like to think so, but enough about me. How's everything with you and the Resistance? Better now than when you last saw us, make no mistake. Avernal's been a godsend, him and Nago, and all the other Youngbloods have achieved so much in a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames, a la Megan Brigade. We've been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Girabanya, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. We've come a long way. I still have far to go. We'll fight with every ilm, and sooner or later we'll get to Alamigo. But listening to me prattle on when we should be making haste to Castor Orions. There's no point in me telling you everything now when you only have to say it all again for the Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others that you're not far off. Pippin? Go back for Pippin. I love standing on their table. You've spoken with Thancred then? Good, take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kim's party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. Yeah. Ralgar's beacon. There you are, and there's Commander Kemp. I see. I know you are eager to speak of your next move. Our next move. We would first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma. The Doma deeds. Doma deed. Stretch. Stretch.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance of victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces.
Nails trimmed.
Us
Huh? Nails trimmed.
Nails trimmed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Good.
This won't be long, by the way.
Oh, nice.
We need to beat my parents around 5.
Yep.
So we have to pick up the donuts, leave around 4. 4:15.
4:15. That sounds good.
Is there anything else you got to do today?
No.
Relaxing?
Yeah.
Good.
Chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Get her out of there.
Let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and all the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Ralgar's Beacon. For as Ralgar once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
I am appreciating Stormblood more as it goes on. I think I just had to come to accept that there's like maybe not as much intrigue or lore with the story here, at least at face value. It's just like a military campaign unfolding, basically. The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castrum Villadina, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridges of defense. So we'll get to fight the skulls again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. We have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for the counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target, too tempted not to pursue. Aye, Fordola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied. Leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we take the place? I don't need you to take Villadina, Commander Kemp. All I need for you is to fly a flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing the bridge has fallen? Aye, we convince them Villadina is lost, hit them hard with our reinforcements, and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust has settled, we regroup at the Castellum. What say you? It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Hugo, Lys, Ironvald, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Alice and I will remain with the Flame General. We'll return to Ralgo's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they're complete, we'll join you in the field. Godspeed. One red. Oh, it teleported me here. Cool. Haven't been here in a while. Germain. Is my equipment holding up? It's still good. Oh, I already have this set. That's the set I was wearing before. I like that set. Or red. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Villadona is bloody massive. Take a dozen men to change it. Far too long besides. But there's no need for all that, right, Nago? Not so long as I have my griffin and satchel of glimmer prisms, no. Ironvald, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. These, I want you to look on the squadrons, make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? And what do I do, Captain? All forces at a depot for Castrum Corvi when ready. That would be all. Here you go. Stay with me for a moment, if you would. There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber, another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of Starfall. Last is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself in the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you're finished. The whimsy of my Moogle staff of murder will surely bring a smile to their faces. Yeah, it's the Patch I'm doing a Patch Adams right now. So sorry about your dad. Honk honk. Wait, I know you. Lieutenant Hashiki of the Twin Adder. It's an honor to meet you. I was living hand-to-mouth in Ul'dah, but decided to enlist in the flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join in the fight for my homeland's liberation. But this is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll give those Imperial Whoresons that what for. That what for. Dude, I've gotten so many cool weapons, but I just cannot. Like, I feel like any moment I don't have the Moogle staff, like, applied as a glamour, I'm wasting time. Like, it's just so good. It's so good, it overrides any of the cool ones I've seen. It doesn't even fit with this costume, but I still love it. There you go, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Will Rid and the rest of us had got into our heads that if we had just enough crystals we could summon Ralgar like the Almaja summoned their god. Thankfully you put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Wilrid? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but reckon it doesn't matter. Dad's dead after all. But at least he died doing what was right. Maybe that's the best folks in us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in any hurry, mine. Wasn't Wilrid one of, like, the conspirators that tried to kill us in the Crystal Braves? Maybe we shouldn't tell him that. Wind up Zidane. I wonder if the fact that they gave away, like, the Zidane minion is, like, the Dawntrail pre-order, like, means that Dawntrail's gonna have, like, a lot of Final Fantasy IX built into it. I say, if it isn't allowed to help me find the ward I misplaced. But they're good treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled up beside me and told me it was only the bleeding hero for Aether who'd taken time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what's done is done. Know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next, mayhaps that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Alright, they're fine. They're all good. Everyone's fine. Red. Had a word with the men I mentioned then. Got a word with the word I mentioned then. I'm sure you've noticed. Another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another. That's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Garabani his entire life, who bore witness to the reality of the occupation of 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. We were born on foreign soil, who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the Resistance. In growing larger, we've grown more diverse, and while there is good in that, there's also the potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? Someone like Lise, you mean?
So, someone like Lise, yeah. Like Lise.
I see we're of one mind. She'll have to make the decision for herself, of course. You've traveled with her, been by her side when she's had to make hard choices. You've seen her worst and her best. If you think she's got it in her, then she does. Oh, you mean me? Donk. Look after her, Ryugo. She's our future, and my hope. I mean, Lisa's the distinction of being like the focal point on the Amano illustration for Stormblood. I noticed, like, that's definitely her. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. Good lad. Right then, we'd best head to Castrum Corvi. Or what remains of it. Yeah, what dialogue does he say if you say me? Is he like, actually, I was talking about Lise, or does he just like play along with it? I'm really curious. The fringes. No one's ever actually in Castrum Orions. Everyone's like 200 feet from it in this direction. This song sounds like Professor Layton music to me. I don't know if I already said that. I wonder if I should replay Professor Layton before the new one comes out. I thought it was a dead franchise, but the new one actually, like, I think has some potential. That might be, like, a torturous game to stream, though. I politely am declining your offer. That's so funny. There's often, like, the urge to just choose, like, the more chaotic dialogue option, just because I'm more curious about how people react to it, even though it's, like, kind of out of character. I don't know, it's more fun sometimes to be provocative in a video game, where, being provocative doesn't necessarily cast you actually in a certain light that it would in reality. Whenever they're doing these squats, it's really funny to me. How did I just enter first person? Whoa. What did I do? Why am I in first person? How did that happen? I was just like really zoomed in. If you zoom in all the way, you go in first person? I guess, kind of. These squats are like way too fluid though. It's more like they're dancing than like exercising. I guess that makes sense, I just never thought to do that. Conrad will lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Minago seats the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. Nice. The emote version costs money. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
It's begun then.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Calm down, Nargo. You're making her nervous. We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Right.
Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Minago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
I like her. I don't know why I like her. I think she's just cute. I can't give like a logical reason.
Roger's star shall burn bright this day.
I don't know her character well enough. Alright everyone, get into one tight little circle here, so I can start casting my AoE spells on you.
Here it comes.
Despair. I haven't properly placed Despair where it should be yet. I don't know where that goes. I'll probably play the game a little bit tomorrow off stream to like get some things in order before trying to finish Stormblood. I think my rotation is the highest it can go though for Stormblood still. Like, anything new I unlock is something that I won't actually be able to use on any level-synced battles or trials. Like, anything I unlock now I won't be able to use in the final boss anyway. Because I'm already, like, over-leveled for this. But still, wouldn't hurt. Maybe grab all the Aether Currents and stuff that I've missed so far. Just gonna eat that. I don't want to move from my spot. Oh my god, that hurt a lot actually. I underestimated them. I don't think I've been as good about the Aether Currents during Stormblood as I was during Heaven's Ward. I didn't even notice that these were just static cannons. Everyone's ganging up on the cannon now. Clever with all your little tricks. Think again, none of you are leaving here alive. I feel like she's been more of a minor character than they set her up to be initially so far. It's one-on-one, I guess. I don't know what that is. Is that gonna come at me? Yeah, I think so. I think I could totally take her now if Plot wasn't going to intervene. Do I need to target those? No.
Meet my new friend!
Boomst. It's really easy not to stand in any of those places. Are they actually gonna let me get her? Oh, yeah, huh. I mean, she's not gonna die, but still. I thought Plot was gonna intervene there. And, like, save her.
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this!
The horn.
Look! The flag!
Nice. That's a really big pendant. That's Ralgar's beacon right there.
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo! Yeah!
Cool. The masked man leaves.
Stand your ground! It's not over yet!
It's not over yet.
Damn it!
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Nice. Love that guy.
Paladina is fallen? Impossible.
Impossible.
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy! Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
Is something wrong? Nah, he's just appreciating the view.
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us. Skulls with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge.
suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
Trim my own nails. It's a shame Fondola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're gonna take it back, all of it, one elm at a time if we have to. Cornbread? There's still a chance that some Imperials will hold up inside the Castellum. We'll need to search it top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the maid host. Keep your weapons at the ready, the chance I might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to the ground. Shouldn't afford to. Any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Aldine in Bittermill. Can I wait? Can I like stack these? Does that max out at an hour? It does, okay. But I can stack them so my chocobo can like be out longer without me thinking about it. That's good. I kind of wish I could just set it to always be out though. Like using the greens are so cheap that it's almost like a formality. Antlion. Hoplomachus. He's dead meat. How bad is this guy? Why am I not targeting him? That guy died. Did the other guy die? I think the other guy might have died. Oh, this isn't happening, is it? No, that's not happening. That's definitely not happening. Yeah, the other guy died. evil seed. Best way to get uppies? I think I need to go around here. Well met. All's well at the bridge. Good, good. The fighting's died down here too, as you can see. Pippin left a message a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Bologna. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one Castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delight not overmuch in victory, not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance to allies are waiting. Someone else is fighting him? Nope, that guy's dead. I'm wondering if riding my chocobo pauses the timer for my chocobo's, like, being out on the field status. I think it does, yeah. So you can buy more time for your chocobo being out if you ride it in between specifically. Back so soon, I suppose the General's men had matters well in hand. The Vice Marshal's men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Ooh. Gonna stop the recording real quick.